What's up everyone? Welcome back on the channel. I've received the viral SaunaBox a few months ago and I have plenty of time to test it out. And in today's video, I'm gonna share with you my honest review, the cons, the pros, and all that good stuff. So if you're an athlete that's looking to improve its recovery and also improve its performance, I think this video is gonna be very interesting. So let's jump right into it. Like I've mentioned already, I've received the SaunaBox around 2 months ago already, and I tested out almost every day since then. I've been a huge fan of sauna therapy and also ice bath as well, and definitely having a portable sauna in the comfort of your home is definitely a game changer. Since I've made my first post on social media, a lot of people ask me a lot of questions, and I'm gonna make sure to answer them in today's video. But before jumping into that, I'm just gonna go over the basic feature of the SaunaBox and what you can expect when you're gonna receive yours at home. So first of all, unboxing the SaunaBox was pretty quick. It takes around 10 to 15 minutes if you're not recording a YouTube video, and if you assemble it before already, then it's gonna be quicker in the future as well. So it's super easy to assemble, not complicated at all, and it's also made of very sturdy material. So you can tell that the cover itself is not super thin, so it helps keep the humidity and the heat inside the SaunaBox. Another cool feature about the SaunaBox is that it comes with a small chair. It might not be optimal for someone of my size that is 6 feet or more, but I would say even for someone 6 feet tall, it does the job. But I would personally like to have a slight higher chair. This SaunaBox is 6 feet 2, so even if I'm standing in it, I'm not touching the ceiling. And I personally love switching from sitting down and also standing up because it's gonna bring my heart rate up as well. So depending on how you want to enjoy your SaunaBox, you're definitely having these two possibilities. If you want to relax, you can just sit down, and if you want to bring your heart rates up, you can simply stand up as well. It's not like a regular sauna that you have enough room to do all your stretching, but I found that this one is just convenient so you can have it at home, and it's also spaceful enough so you can do some stretching. Definitely you're a bit limited. It's not going to be the exact same experience as a sauna when you go at the spa, but I think that this does a pretty good job overall. Another feature is definitely the temperature intensity. A lot of people ask me how hot does it get in the SaunaBox, and it doesn't get extremely hot to the point where like you can't stand in it for more than 5 minutes, but it can goes up to 130 degrees. But another huge factor to take in consideration is that the humidity level gets to 90%, which is a lot. So you definitely feel like it's more than 120 degrees inside the SaunaBox. It almost feels like 180. So let's jump into another cool feature. There's a fiberglass window in front of the SaunaBox that you can just rip off and on. So there's like a Velcro that's gonna make sure that it's well isolated and it's not gonna let the steam comes out. But if you feel like it's too hot, you can also just open the window. It makes it more safe for people that feel claustrophobic or scared that they could get like locked up in the SaunaBox. So it's a safety feature, but also it lets a lot of light comes in the SaunaBox. Otherwise it would be pitch black. So a cool feature for sure. And there's also two small hooks on the top of the SaunaBox, so when you want to get out of your SaunaBox, you can have your towel next to yourself. And I even personally put my JBL with the string attached to it, so that way I can listen to my music. Which is leading me to the next feature that I think is super simple but also a game changer, and that feature is the small transparent pocket that you can put your cell phone in it. So it's like a phone case that is waterproof inside the SaunaBox, and you can literally go on your phone or simply listen to a podcast, your favorite music, depending on the vibe you want for your sauna. When you go to a traditional sauna, you can't really make it your own environment, so I think this is totally a game changer, and it's definitely offering you a unique that you could not do in a regular spa. So definitely having your own SaunaBox, you can put your own music and do pretty much whatever you want at some extent for sure. But I think you get the point. It's very convenient. It's super nice. So there's plenty of options that you can do with this sauna that I personally felt I couldn't do with the sauna that is offered at the gym or the spa, since it's a public sauna and you don't have access to your very own experience. And if you're a guy and you already been to a sauna at the gym or the spa, you probably experience coming in, opening the door, and you see someone literally naked right there, probably a whole dude, and it's just not comfortable. I think you get the point. Definitely having your own sauna is gonna avoid getting in those weird situations and just make the experience more comfortable overall. The next feature I want to talk about is the sweat lock mats that you put on the floor, which I think is super useful as well, because otherwise you'd be probably dripping your feet in a small lake. Because one of the cons of this type of sauna is that it generates a lot of steam. So after, let's say, 15, 20, 30 minutes, you're gonna get a lot of humidity on the wall and it's gonna end up on the floors. The next feature is the steamer. It's not really complicated. I like the style. It's black, just like the Sauna Box itself. So it looks really nice in the corner of, let's say, your living room. When it comes to the feature itself of the steamer, there's 7 level of intensity from 1 to 7. I personally never been below 5. I know 5 is just decent, but I personally blast it all the way to 7. So that way it can reach at least 120 degrees or up to 130 degrees. How long does it take for the Sauna Box to heat up properly? I would say 10 to 15 minutes. Pretty quick and pretty convenient. Another feature I forgot to mention is that there's a remote that comes with the steamer as well. So if you're inside the Sauna Box and you feel like it's too hot or not enough hot, you can increase the level with the remote without getting out of the sauna, which could release some of the steam and also the heat from the sauna. So if you want to really maximize your experience, having the controller inside the Sauna Box, they also have like a small pouch. So it's like a small pocket inside the Sauna Box where you can put your phone, or I would say the remote itself as well. So that way, you know, it's always there. Very useful as well. Is the Sauna Box for outdoor or indoor use? I think it's for both. I've seen people using it indoors, outdoors. I don't personally would use it outdoors because I live in Canada and we get a shit ton of snow all the time during the winter. And I just don't think it would be convenient, and it could possibly put the steamer at risk. But I think you can also use it outside. Let's say if you live in Florida and you have something like a roof over the Sauna Box, you could definitely leave it outside without any problems. So that's pretty much all the features that the Sauna Box is gonna offer you. I really feel like the Sauna Box can offer you a unique experience that you wouldn't really have in a traditional sauna, but it also comes with some cons and pros. Like I've mentioned in the video, in a traditional sauna you would have more space to do your stretching, and I would say the experience is a bit different. You don't feel like you're stuck in a small room. Normally traditional sauna are a bit more spacious, which can be more comfortable. But on the other hand, having access to your own sauna, make sure that you're not gonna get in next to someone naked, and you're also in your own environment, so it makes it more personal and also more easy to access. So when it comes to the price, this is $350. If you want to go for, let's say, the next level, which is a sauna made out of wood, this would cost from $2,000 all the way up to at least $5,000. And I think $2,000 is not even available on the market. It's probably going to be something very cheap. So this one is very convenient, not only if you're on a tight budget, but also if you're not having a lot of space that you want to also compromise for a sauna. And this one, like I've mentioned, can easily pack it on and off in less than 15 minutes. So if you don't want this to be in your living room or any room in your house for that long, you can definitely just bag it up and then it fits in a small box that big. That's it for the Sauna Box review. Make sure to check the link in the description if you want to get yours. You can also use my promo code to support me and get yourself a cool 10% discount. If there's any question I forgot to answer, let me know down in the comment, but I think I've covered most of it in this video. Thank you once again for watching. I really hope this was helpful. And if it was, please, you already know what to do. Drop a quick like, share this with anyone that is looking to maybe invest in a sauna or a portable sauna at home and see all the benefits they can get out of it. Thank you for watching. Until next time, peace out.